Hey, everybody. Welcome to Talking Wellbeing TV. It is Peter and Sal here from Strong Healthy Women. We are here talking all things wellbeing. So we're going to talk about the foundations of wellbeing, which are move, eat, and live. And today we want to talk about live. How are you, Sal?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good. Got the little wave thing happening there.
Yep. Hello, everybody
Wax,
watching.
wax on, wax off,
Oh,
everybody. Good
yes.
exercise for the arms too. So if you're just sitting there right now, you can do a little bit of exercise as you're going. Today's topic is I've got things to do, but that doesn't stop me. I love this topic because what we've identified about all of the ladies that we have in our FitFlex and our insider community cell is that they've all got things to do. They're
They have.
all they all have, they're helping out, looking after grandkids, or they have children of their own where they're rushing around, or they've got careers, or they're running their own businesses. And so they all have heaps and heaps of things that are going on in their life. But what they also have in common is that they all know that their health, their fitness, their well-being is important to them. So they've all got to that stage where they've gone, you know what? Enough of doing all of these things for everybody else. It's time for me because I'm starting to notice things in my life. And if I don't change them now, imagine what I'm going to be like later in my life. And so 6 o'clock, 6 a.m. this morning, that was hit up something chronic this morning. How many people do we have in there?
We had 16 in the studio this morning, so that was huge.
Yeah, and it's,
For 6 a.m.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was big. Yeah, compared to what it normally is. And what we noticed was, like Ruth, as an example, she said, I've got things to do today. And it was like, okay. So she normally comes to a later session. So she knew that if she wanted to be able to still do a workout, she needed to come earlier. Otherwise, she wouldn't have got it done. And
Yes.
she knows that she's the type of person who's probably not going to come to the afternoon session, or whatever she's got on is not going to fit into the afternoon session. She might still be out and about. So she's looked at a schedule and she's gone, okay, 6 a.m. is going to work.
She
Then
preferred that
if,
than skipping it.
yeah, absolutely. And if you think about Kerry as an example as well too, you'll see her often after we finish the strength and the strength component of the workout. She'll do a little bit of flexibility, and then you see the little hand go up like she's waving at us. And I noticed Dee doing that this morning as well too. So they're keeping their eye on the time, going, okay, I don't have time to do the whole entire workout, but I can get, 2/3 of it done, or I'm just going to miss out on the last 5 minutes, and I'm okay with that. I'm just going to do what I can so I can still get those things done that I've got to get done.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
Have
good.
you ever had, yeah, it's fantastic. Have you ever had a situation like that where you've gone, okay, I've got this to do, but I still want to get my workout in, and I'm just going to, maneuver all these things around so that I can get it done. Have you ever
Get
been
it
in a
done.
situation like that? Yeah?
Yes, especially around Christmas time when it's so super busy and we know that
Yep.
we've got to go to the shops and we've got to get stuff, we've got to get those presents or stuff for, Christmas dinner, that sort of thing. And let's be honest for a minute. Our days
Okay.
don't just transpire when we wake up. We know what's pretty much going to be happening tomorrow on our schedule, and we know what's going to be
Mm-hmm.
happening on Wednesday on our schedule. So there's absolutely no reason that you can't you can't slot your workout into those times. You can't get up that little bit earlier. You know, you can't put your load of washing on tonight because you know tomorrow morning I'm going to get my workout done, because as soon as the shop's open, I've got to get to the shop. And
Yeah.
that was how that's how I am around Christmas time with my workout, because I know those days are pretty busy, and I know that I know what's happening tomorrow. I know what's happening the next day. I know what's happening the next day. So there's no reason not to be planning it.
Yeah. I had a little smile on my face when you said, let's face it, we know what we're doing. And I often say to Paul, what's on the agenda for tomorrow? You know, and he goes, oh, I don't know. I just got to look at my calendar when I get there. So I'm not sure whether that's a male thing or whether that's just a Paul thing. I don't know. I couldn't really comment on that. But he does like being spontaneous. So, and look, he would have a fairly good idea. He knows that, you know, on Monday he doesn't have appointments. So, you know, he knows that he doesn't have to be there at a certain time, etc., etc. So he's probably got some fair idea. He just doesn't know the ins and outs of it. Whereas for me, yeah, planning is super critical for me. The weather is getting warmer now. So what that means is to be able to get a workout in after I've worked out with the ladies in the studio, or to go for a run or a jog or a walk or something like that. It's going to be super hot at the end of it. So I'm getting up earlier to go out and do what I want to do first. So I'll get a good chunk of it done. Then I do the workout and then I'll finish it off. So, you know, I don't have as long out in that heat of the day. And we're still only talking 8 o'clock in the morning. So, you know, that's not that hot. But here where we are, it can certainly get to that 40 degrees when we hit that full on summer.
Yes.
So I
and
pick and choose.
Well.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I pick and choose where I go so that I'm under the canopy of the trees, so that it's at least got some shade associated with it. It might not be shade all the time, but there is some level of shade there. So yes. I think the magic happens in the planning. Don't you agree?
It does. And we spoke about that Friday and then again on Sunday, you know, making it an appointment in your diary.
Yeah.
Because not every day is a spontaneous day. It can be booked in.
No. No. That's right. And so I just love the fact that these women are really thinking about themselves so much more, that they're making it a priority in their day. And the other thing about it is that it's become a habit for them as well.
Yes.
So they've consistently exercised or done strength training 3 times a week. They're doing other things as well, but they're consistently doing it 3 times a week. And so now it's just part of who they are. It's part of their DNA. And so they go, well, I'm not going to quite feel right. And they know how they feel after the workout, and they don't want to miss out on that feeling. So I know we asked the ladies to tell us how they felt. Did you see those messages coming through?
I did see those messages coming through today.
Yeah.
I know Robin said that she felt Maria strong and very happy. Sue was ready to take on the day. Betty energized. Yeah.
And Robin was energized and strong. That was my muscles, if you were trying to work that one out.
Yes.
Yeah. And so, but the ladies, you know, when they finished the workout, they went, that was tough. And so rather than keeping their mind in the tough zone, I quickly sent a message and said, okay, well, tell me how you're feeling afterwards. So yes, it was tough, but how has it left you now? And it's
Yeah.
left them feeling energized, strong, ready for the day. And so when you focus on that feeling, that makes a heck of a lot of difference to how you'll come into the studio and do your workout on Wednesday. So
Yes.
rather than going, oh no, it's going to be really tough, you focus on the feeling afterwards. And I think
Yes.
that's really
Yes.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you focus on the feeling, sometimes we can come into the studio with an attitude. I don't want to be
Mm.
here. It's going to be too
Yeah.
hard. I could be doing, talking about I've got things to do. I could be doing the washing.
Yeah.
But if you focus on that feeling of that after feeling, that's when
Yes.
you become committed to it, I think too.
Yeah. Yeah. And look, if you think about Lan in the afternoon, she's got things to do. So
Yes.
she's before she gets into the studio at 5:30, like it's dinner time. It's time to cook the dinner. And so she's cooking dinner right up until we start. And, she'll pop in, she'll get all set up, she's ready to go. And then you see her go running off, but she's got her earbuds in. So we go, are you there, Lanny? Are you ready to go? And she go, yeah, here I am, here I am, here I am. So she comes running in. So she's got things to do because she's focused on cooking. I know for me personally, I know that it's going to be that little bit later when we get off, when we're finished. And so I always go, okay, I'm going to get my dinner cooked before I start, or, mostly cooked, so that when I finish, I can sit down and enjoy the dinner. Do you do that too, Sal? Or do you wait till you've finished, or do you, delegate it out to the kids or something like that?
Mostly prep, and then Georgia, like she's my cook, and she loves cooking,
Yeah.
Georgia, so she'll get things ready and get dinner started while we're in the studio. But it takes me back to Tanya a couple of weeks ago because Friday nights we have our 5:30 session, then we have our insiders
Mm,
check in
yeah.
afterwards, and she had prepared her dinner beforehand, so she was sitting in our check in
Oh,
with her
yeah.
dinner. Yeah, eating her dinner. She'd done the 5:30 session, and then her dinner was ready, so it wasn't so late. She'd got
Yep.
organised, got prepared, and was having a dinner while we were all checking in.
Yeah, so she had a bowl sitting there. Yeah, that's very true.
Mm,
So she had
yes,
things to do. She wanted
yeah,
to eat a
yes,
dinner. She didn't want to leave it too late because she knew that she needed to leave that 3 hour window before she went to bed. So she wanted to make sure that she got dinner in that time frame so her body had the time to digest the food. So
yes,
yeah, well done, Tanya. That's awesome.
yes. Very good prepping and planning.
Yeah, there is definitely magic in prepping and planning. And yet it's
Mm,
one of those things that generally tends to elude us a lot. We again come down to, I got things to do. So it's the one thing that might get pushed onto the back burner, but
yes,
it's the one thing that if you do it, it means that you're able to stay on course and keep on track with whatever your fitness and health goals are.
yes. If you keep it going,
Yeah.
it's that momentum. You start one action and it moves you into another action. So you have that momentum going. And preparing and planning isn't just about the food, it is about your
Oh,
workouts as
no.
well. It is about your diary
Hmm.
and what you have coming up for the following week, or this week, what have I got on? Who, am I having lunch with somebody? Have I got to pick the grandkids up?
Mm,
Am I playing golf on a certain day? Am I catching up with friends? That all goes into your
yeah.
preparing and planning and making sure those workouts are a priority around those activities.
I'm a bit of an old school girl, Sal. I like a pretty calendar. And so I put all the things that have got to happen onto the calendar. So if someone asks me something, it's just, a quick look at that calendar. But what I also do is in my notebook each day, you'll see. So everything's listed out, and then as I just, get it done, it gets a bit of a highlighter on it. I know you do the same thing with, you use a diary, don't you?
I've got my little diary here with all my colours.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
See, the diary thing is just not big enough for me
No,
because I'm a
that was my week
big
last week.
writer.
Yes.
Yeah. So I would definitely run out of space. I've got to have space to write big P's and big tails on things. But anyway, ladies, so what we're talking about here is that if you're one of those ladies who, my earbuds are playing up today, if you are one of those ladies who has got things to do, there is a way to still take care of yourself. It does come down to the planning. So when you do the plan, it can be really, really simple. It doesn't have to have a lot of detail around it, but when you do that plan, when you know exactly what's going to happen and you don't deviate from it, you just go, well, this is the appointment, this is for me, and this is what I'm going to do. And I know that is easier said than done, but at some point, the only person who can take care of you is you. So when you finally take that step to say, yes, it's time for me to take care of myself, then you will find that prepping, that planning, a lot easier to do.
Excuse me.
Would you agree with that, Sel?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So
You
when
make
you're not,
yourself the priority every single day. And then everything gets
mm,
planned around you as the priority.
yep, because we are important. We are important. We are busy. We have got things to do, but we also need to take care of ourselves. So, one piece of advice that you'd give someone, Sel, what would that be? Finish off what you were going to say.
I was going to say, not a piece of advice, but a question. So,
Okay.
if you're not taking care of yourself, who
Mm,
do you think will take care of everything that you do? Who's going to step in and
yep.
take your place with everything that you do? I know for myself,
Interest.
no one this end.
Someone would step in because at some point they'd run out of clothes, so someone would actually do the washing at some point. But
My
it
three
is an
just buy new clothes.
It is an interesting question, though, that you asked, because if I was to really, really look at the things I do, there may very well be things that I'm doing that I'm just doing because I like doing them and that they don't really serve me any purpose, but they make me feel good. They help me feel
Yes.
good.
Yes. And how does
Yeah.
that, that makes, but that then comes into you being a happy person,
Mm.
Healthy mind person. You've got a healthy mind because these things are making you happy.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, look, I know that we've got some ladies who, for example, sweep the floor every day. Furthest thing from my mind, although I do need to sweep the floor because it's very dusty out here. So that gives them a sense of accomplishment. They've achieved something. But if that sweeping of the floor at that time is when you have that opportunity to do a workout, what's more important to move your health forward? The workout is more important than the sweeping the floor. Now, the sweeping the floor is physical activity, there's no doubt about that. But the structured exercise is the thing that will take you closer to where you want to be. And it will give you a strong sense of accomplishment because you've gone, okay, I've done that today. And you've still got the opportunity to do the sweeping afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I find that when we do a workout, we have that natural high, that we feel motivated, and so we want to do more. So you probably find that you'll buzz around and you'll even do the sweeping in a shorter amount of time.
Yes.
Is that Georgia singing to herself?
No. That's Olivia. She's locked out of the house.
Oh, okay.
She's at the window yelling at me, and I'm just being so professional here.
Sorry, that was me bringing it up. I thought it was Georgia singing. Sorry, ladies, we got distracted then. Okay, so what we've been talking about today is we are all those women who have got things to do. But there are those women who go, even though I've got things to do, I'm going to do a little bit of planning and I'm going to make sure that that workout happens. And planning and taking that first step, that action, is the thing that gives you the momentum, that also allows you to create motivation for yourself, because motivation is the one thing that we hear I don't have. So
Yes.
it is plan it first, take the action, and the motivation is going to happen. And I think that's a great point to leave it on.
It is. It is.
Thanks for joining me today, Sal.
That's okay. Thank you for having me. Sorry for laughing, everybody, as my daughter's locked out of the house.
I think you'll have to go and let her in. All right, ladies, take care, everybody.
The oldest boy just got home, so he let her in.
Oh, okay. I wonder why it stopped. Oh, dear. All right, ladies, take care, everybody, and we shall see you all on Wednesday for another interesting topic. Take care. Take care, Sal. See you soon, hey?
Bye. Bye, Peter. Bye, everyone.
Bye.